the man crouched by the submersible hatch, watching his teammates descend toward 400 meters below the surface. Instead of assisting them, he cut off their oxygen supply. The others froze in shock, unable to comprehend his actions. Soon, a voice crackled over the communicator. But the teammate hadn't activated his oxygen valve. He'd severed his tether line instead, denying him any chance of return. Having killed his teammate with his own hands, the atmosphere grew heavy with silence, yet they were powerless to act. Trapped at 400 meters below the storm-lashed sea, oxygen reserves dwindled rapidly. The survivors pulled out paper to write farewell notes, preparing final goodbyes to their families. Just then, the communicator crackled with a message from the rescue team. The captain grabbed the headset in excitement. Yet when the rescue team asked for their coordinates, he couldn't provide exact readings. It would take them longer to locate us. Jack fell silent, seeing almost no hope of survival. Then Morrow spoke up.
If we can find a field marking.
The drywall chambers on the pipelines carry spare cylinders. If we mix the gas with our remaining helium, it might just buy us enough time.
Jack had no choice but to agree. Soon Morrow was outside the cabin, guided by his teammates. He swam relentlessly deeper into the ocean, but even after releasing half the safety rope, he still found nothing, as oxygen reserves dwindled. The two remaining crew members sank into despair. Suddenly, Morrow turned. An oil pipeline appeared before him. Guided by his teammates, he pressed forward. Before long, he spotted an oxygen tank, but the tether had reached its limit. He couldn't advance further. In desperation, he made a bold decision. Morrow's voice vanished from the communicator, leaving the captain deeply concerned. Ignoring his own depleted oxygen supply, he plunged into the sea and followed the tether in search of Morrow. Upon reaching the pipeline junction, he finally discovered Morrow, unconscious, still clutching an oxygen tank. Jack strained every muscle to seize Morrow, then hauled him back into the chamber. He ordered Neil to secure the oxygen supply, while he administered emergency care to Morrow. Fortunately, Morrow was revived. The new oxygen tank provided only 1 hour of air. Just as the crew felt helpless, the communicator beeped again. Jack hurriedly picked up the headset to ask the rescue team for help, but they said they were still 90 minutes away, and told them to keep waiting. Yet the remaining oxygen wouldn't last until rescue arrived. Suddenly, Neil thought of a plan. What if they proactively sent their coordinates to the surface? The idea gained unanimous approval from the trio. But who would undertake this mission? Jack volunteered to go himself. Before departing, he handed his farewell letter to Morrow. Soon, Jack donned his gear and ventured outside the cabin. He swam frantically upward, quickly reaching the safety rope's limit. Just as he prepared to activate the beacon, he discovered the switch wouldn't turn. Jack had no choice but to remove his gloves, but venomous jellyfish suddenly appeared around him. Jack remained focused on activating the beacon, unaware of the danger. Suddenly, excruciating pain shot through his hand. He realized he was surrounded by jellyfish. In his panic, the beacon slipped from his grasp. More jellyfish coiled around him. Ignoring his companion's protests, he deliberately unhooked the tether line. He swam upward with all his strength. He grabbed the drifting beacon and used his last ounce of strength to flip the switch. Staring at his wounded hand, he had no strength left to return. He then plunged into the dark depths of the sea. The captain's sacrifice brought hope to the two survivors, yet they felt no joy, only waiting silently for rescue to arrive. But extreme oxygen deprivation caused hallucinations. Neil even saw his girlfriend,